Okay, Digging History fans, great day today. Short, very short. I could only hunt for an hour. I hunted 1 hour, okay? 1 hour. And let me tell you, the first thing that I found was 3 round balls, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3 right there. Trying to do this without dropping them. Then while I was digging the round balls, I found several pieces of this pottery. This little crock pot, guaranteed Civil War era. Probably food, maybe liquor was in it. Maybe just water. Maybe it was just a water container. But several pieces. I know where it's at. I'm going to go back and dig up the rest. Then I started hitting the good stuff. I hit this Excelsior button. This right here is a New York State button. You can't hardly see it. I'm sorry. But I got some film footage. It's smashed a little bit, but you can still see the Excelsior label on the front. It's beautiful, beautiful New York State Militia button. But then I started hitting this signal, and it kept coming up, bouncing. It sounded like it rang up like iron. So I thought, well, maybe it's you. Just maybe it's a cannonball. Nope. I started digging, and I've popped this bad boy out right here. Okay, now that right there, folks, is a hat badge. Artillery, obviously. Could be Union, could be Confederate, but more than likely it was Union because I found it near that New York button. Bing, you want to see that again? Bing, over 160 years old. Cross cannons, United States artillery, a little bent in a couple spots, but other than that, man, it's in really good shape. I'm gonna gently clean this with water and a soft brush, and I'm gonna put it on display. That's it. I'm not gonna try to brasso it up or anything like that because I don't want to run it. But man, that you don't find them like that. Okay, so let me just. No, I can't do that right now. But anyways, let me just tell you this. This came from me turning down my recovery speed. John Halstead told me, he says, I turned mine down to 1. Well, I didn't turn mine down to 1. I turned mine down to 2. And you got to move real slow. So you're going to be in one spot, and you just work those spots out. But look what I found in one little spot, less than 25 feet. And when I started digging, I started seeing all this broken crock pot stuff. That's a dump site. I'm telling you, there was other stuff. It just got too dark. I'm like, dang, I got to leave because it's dark, That's why I tell people, don't call me, okay, between 4 and 7 o'clock in the evening, as I'm probably going to be in the woods, or I'm finishing up work, or I'm something, okay? My phone rang. I'm like, dang, man, cut me a break. But, I found some cool stuff, and I know there's some buckles up there. I know there's probably some coins up there, and they're deep. And it's still hot, flipping hot, 66 degrees down here. Okay. God, please give us some cold weather, drop that temperature down a little bit because it is just so hot. And when it's really hot like that, you don't get as good a signal. So if it was say 38 to 40 degrees, or it had just rained a couple days before, that signal would have been a lot clearer. But the one thing about that legend, when you set that, you have to move slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so there you go, folks. I ain't messing around. And if you ask anybody, I'll take you out metal detecting, you'll find some stuff. You will. And you know what, you take it home with you. I don't say, oh, give that to me, or that it don't work that way, folks. Come on now. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't get paid to do this. Garrett, Nocta Micro, Fisher, none of them. But I will say this about Fisher. Fisher donated a metal detector, a couple metal detectors, so that we could give to veterans. All right, so that they did do that, and so did Nocta Micro, and they did it for the veterans. Now, none of the others have done that. Okay, I said, look, if you say no, I don't have a problem with that. Look, I'll go out, I'll foot the money, and I'll do it myself. But Nocta Micro also gave us some metal detectors to take kids out. So while you might not think much about Nocta Micro or Fisher or whatever, let me tell you something. They make great machines. And obviously, I am finding some cool stuff. Slow and steady, folks. Slow and steady. Keep watching on Digging History and Honoring the Sacrifice. We do find some cool stuff. I mean, really cool things, man. Would like to find some gold coins, though. That is a bucket list item. Never found a gold coin. A lot of silver coins, Spanish coins, found a bunch of them. But no gold coins yet. Yet.